All the disrespect, the free play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of buttons that need to be checked. It is Friday, the weekend is here, we done made it, and that sub button done made it right there. Appreciate you guys for taking the time, for always helping the channel grow. Chapters down below if you want to skip around as well. We got some hot ones, so without further ado, we're about to check all these buttons. Let's go. All right, first up for them, 2XKO will be launching with only 10 champions. That is right, 2XKO. The game that a lot of people have been waiting for years will only be launching with 10 champions. A lot of mixed emotions. Some people pissed off. Some people said it was to be expected. They also did a deeper interview with Sajam. We're about to unpack it all. Let's go. All right, started right here with the official 2XKO Intel account posting this saying 2XKO will be launching with 10 champions. They posted this screenshot where somebody was asking the question. They said, we will have 10 playable champions at launch. We know it's a smaller number than you would expect, but when faced with the trade-off of including even more champions, resulting in delaying the release date versus getting it into your hands sooner, we are excited about the latter. We also believe that experience these champions through solo/duo play via a number of different fuses provides a lot of folks to dig into it earlier on. The fact that we are a live service game also means that it'll get better there via new champion releases and gameplay updates. Then from there, before we get some of these FGC reactions, I believe some of the devs actually did an interview with Sajam. I'll put the link down below so you can watch the whole thing. Here's just some clips. Let's go.
Yeah, so the answer is we're gonna release this game with 10 champions. So I want to talk a little bit about that.
10 champions.
I know it seems like a low number. I know, trust me. You know, we hear it. But honestly, we'd rather just get the game out to y'all to play ASAP instead of keeping it in the oven until we have some number higher of champions. I think on top of this too, we're pretty excited based on what we've heard even already from Alpha Lab 1 and other tests where, you know, we got a lot of fuse action and there's solo and duo play. So there's just a lot of ways to play the characters that we already have. And we play them a lot internally. And then on top of that too, we're a live service game. So champion train is going to start once we're out the door and in your guys' hands. And so we're going to start releasing those champions, you know, and we'd rather get it to you and do that instead of just hold it for longer. But it's not just champions, you know, there might be new fuses. There might be gameplay changes. You know, we're still trying to work out how frequently, you know, we want to change the game. But just being frank with you, we've definitely, you know, played fighting games since the dawn of time, and we've seen, you know, games where change is way too infrequent, and a couple examples where it was way too frequent and folks just burned out. And so we're trying to find a sweet spot in between there and what degree of change as well. But again, like the live service, you know, portion of our game gives us that opportunity to hear from y'all and find a good sweet spot.
Yeah, makes sense. I think a lot of people, if you've played other Riot games, especially stuff like Valorant, that game changed very frequently when the game was newer. But like the longer it was out, the less there was like super big updates. I expect something similar to that, where like if this game needs lots of changes, then there'll be lots of changes. If it doesn't, then like there won't need to be, right? Like it sort of seems like it just makes sense.
Absolutely. Like, and you know, everybody just wants to play. We want y'all to play, and it's you know, getting a game out to the entire world is pretty complicated, to be honest. And so I couldn't be more proud of the team, but that's why we're just, you know, really happy to chat with you all today and get this video out and take these steps to get there.
Good question.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, there's just a related point there, which is like, look, no one wants this video game to come out more than me. No one on the planet, I guarantee you. But we are building like everything from scratch, right? Of course, we're in Unreal, but we built our own fighting game engine. We built our own, you know, server-based rollback working stack. Even things like, you know, our progression systems, all the fighting mechanics. Every new character is brand new, and so we had to learn like a lot to like get the game to the quality level that we all like want to deliver for y'all. Like, go back to the very first announced trailer, which had Jinx in it, and you can see like how much like effort like our creative department and the whole team has put into like just continuing to make the game like as good as it can be. And then when it gets to that point, that's when we'll release it. That's why, you know, we've been on such a long development train, because we're quality driven, and this is, you know, why we did the thing at Riot. is because they would like let us do that. But now we're at the point where like we're really happy with the response we're hearing from you, and we feel like things are coming together. And so now it's like, as I said in the video, this is the point where we're just putting in all the rest of the stuff that needs to be built so that you can actually have like something beyond core gameplay that's going to be like fun for a long time. And the second we get there, we'll release the game. And like Xian said, like that means 10 champions, but that's just the beginning, and we're going to continue to add more. That's why we're a live service game.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. So they're talking about 10 champions, but they're also talking about quality over quantity right there, because they want to just get it in our hands. Because if they add more champions right now, it's going to delay it even further. And I think they can kind of feel what the FGC has been saying, right? The hype is dying down. Like, where the hell is this damn game? So they're like, yo, we just need to release this game. On the other hand, I know I've read some comments where people are like, you guys have been working on this game for how long? How many years? And it's still just 10 champions? But like, you know, Tom and them were saying, well, it's a live service game. So once we get that train rolling, everything's gonna come soon after. Then on this next part, this last part of the interview, Sajam actually goes into talking with them, I believe, their options for tournaments. Like, how are TOs gonna be able to access these champions? Let's watch this clip.
We definitely want to do something for TOs, of course. I'll spoil a little bit. You can play any champ in training mode, even if you don't own them.
Okay.
And so that's one of the things we're excited to do. And because we're doing that, that begs the question, if you're like offline, should you just have access to all champs and make it easy for TOs? And that's one of the things we're looking at right now. You know, no matter what, we want to make it easy for you if you're running locals or you're a TO. There's some challenges for us, but I have faith in the team for us to find a good solution there.
Okay, cool. Makes a lot of sense. And then someone asked about non-Windows versions of the game, like playing the game on things that are not Windows. So like trying to play it on Steam Deck and stuff. If that's an option or an option you guys plan on doing.
Wow, I don't think we consider that. We have our hands full with PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I mean,
Xbox, PlayStation, PC.
Yeah, it's not something we're looking at right now. Like Tom said, we're just like, hey, can we get this to y'all? Like, you know, on these amazing consoles and PC to start, and then we can see what's next.
All right, and from there, we got that FGC reacting, right? Some are like, hasn't this game been in development for like 6+ years? What the fuck are they doing over there? Or, well, they kind of backed themselves into a corner with this one. The game has been in development for a very long time. I feel like at this point, delaying it even more would be a detriment and then releasing it with 10 characters. If my math is right, that means 45 different teams. Then I see some on that opposite side saying, I was initially worried about the variety with only 10 characters. Then I realized I've been thinking about this game for 7 months and I'm still coming up with new stuff. Safe to say my worries are mostly gone, just hoping they can maintain a good release schedule post-launch. Others adding saying, yeah, the changes today alone add so many different possible game states, it's kind of wild. And then I see some commenting on the fact that I guess they're taking certain motion inputs out right here saying, Riot is truly an incredible company. I've never seen a dev so dedicated to making a game accessible by removing motion inputs that fighting game players have known for decades, while also adding so many grooves that many player or any player trying to jump into it will be immediately confused for months. Others responding saying, I feel that 2XKO is going to end up being one of the hardest fighting games. Laugh my ass off. And he's like, yes, because you will need 10 buttons to play it. Gutex even responds saying, I don't really see how anyone doesn't have a strong background, or anybody that has a strong background in versus/tag games is going to be able to enjoy the game in 1v1. However, the potential saving grace is the 2v2 double makes it exceptionally more fun, even if one player is way more skilled than the other. Then I see Aliyu responding to that tweet, the one that said Riot is truly an incredible company, right here saying this. They created their own problem that they are trying to fix, continuing on saying, yeah, I have very little faith in 2XKO so far. And I even see Bum posting as well saying 10 characters on launch for a 2v2, no motion inputs. They're about to sell skins for like $15 to $20 a pop. I've been wanting a tag-based fighter for so long, but Hunter x Hunter and 2XKO is just not hitting for me at all. Shake my head. And there you have it. Like I said, we will always keep you guys updated. It seems like there's been so much anticipation. We've talked about this game a lot, and it's finally here. Well, not finally here, but obviously sometime this year. And even the devs seem like they're feeling the pressure, like we got to get it out. We just got to get this out. But since we're live service, we have total complete faith that since we believe in the quality, that the quantity is just around the corner. Now, as far as how well it's received within the community and bringing new people to the FGC, right? Because of the LOL background and all that stuff remains to be seen. There's a lot of doubters right now. You already see the lack of starting off characters, that is, the motion inputs. I don't know. I think it could be said that a lot of people looking at it just through the traditional eyes of a fighting game player, an old head, if you will. I know I've been guilty of that a lot of times. Really interesting, man. But for now, we can only say the way it's kind of making us feel. We won't really know until it drops. So far, though, how y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them, Xian battling the earthquake in Bangkok. Buttons that need to be checked. So I'm not sure. I think this kind of just broke today. There was a huge earthquake overseas. I know that part of it hit Bangkok. I'm not sure where it originated, but I think it reached as far as Bangkok from the reports that I'm seeing. A lot of devastation. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going through a really difficult time right now, power outages and whatnot. The reason why we're talking about it in the FGC right now, and I'll kind of put it on the screen in a second here. Let me get this. There you go. Bangkok on Friday afternoon after the severe earthquake. Trains aren't running, taxis are scarce, and so people actually have to walk home. Now, I'm not going to show any buildings because there's actually footage out there where buildings are crumbling, like whole buildings going down. It's insane. Obviously, we're not going to show anything like that. But the reason, one more time, why we're talking about this is because our very own Xian, y'all know Xian, he's been around forever, right? Currently doing the show with Mike Ross. Was at Capcom. Definitely a heavy hitter when it comes to pros in the FGC and the Street Fighter scene. And apparently he was actually there. He posted this insane footage of him like trying to get out of the building, I guess after the earthquake hit. Right here, he posted this saying, I was in Bangkok playing Fatal Fury on my laptop when the earthquake struck. Unexpectedly, I was on the 39th floor of the building and had to run down the emergency stairs, watching the ceiling and walls crack as I descended each step. It was a strange, unsettling experience, but I am safe now. Honestly, it's something I'd prefer not to go through again. Insane, right? To even think about. Let's check out the clip. Look at that, y'all. Everything cracked. Again, look at that. The whole damn wall. Can you imagine trying to get out of the building for the earthquake and then just watching it kind of crumble around you? That's scary as hell, y'all. My man was just trying to enjoy playing some video games, right? Play him some Fatal Fury. And the whole damn earth started to shake. Look at that. Wow. And of course, from there, you got the FGC reacting. You see Javits saying, new fear unlocked, man. Wow, I'm glad you're okay. Gutex even say, holy shit, dude, I'm glad you're okay. Alex Myers saying, glad you're okay. We even got Sabin right here saying, glad you're okay. We got Marn also like, so FT. Martin would be the one to say some shit like that, right? Steven right here, Dream King, says, holy shit, glad you're okay. Dominion also, oh my God, terrifying, glad you're okay. You get it, right? Everybody's just glad he's okay. That shit would have been scary as hell. You know, that reminds me, man, like it wasn't anywhere as scary as this, but I actually remember 9/11 and where I was. I was in downtown Dallas in a building, actually at work. I just started this new job. 9/11 doesn't happen, all these reports, everybody evacuates the building because at that time we were thinking planes were hitting everything everywhere, right? We were just getting crazy ass reports. So we had to run out of the building. I ran down the stairs and the whole way just thinking, holy shit, this building could go down anytime. Like what the hell is happening? It was an insane time to be alive, right? I literally remember like it was just yesterday running down the stairs of a building the morning of 9/11 after, some of the tragedy started happening. And then I had to pass through downtown Dallas, right? It was insane. And obviously it's not anywhere as scary as this. Your building actually shaking, fearing that it might actually all crumble to the damn ground. Insane, right? But silver lining, Xian is okay, man. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them Punkdagod Club remix buttons that need to be checked. What the hell is happening right now? So I guess people is headed to Texas Showdown. It's going on this weekend apparently. And somebody done made a track. They done made they took Punk's voice and some of his rants and they put it against instrumentals and they actually playing it at the club or some bar or something like that. There's footage of a damn DJ mixing or scratching or whatever. I'll put the links down below so you can check out the people that actually posted it. This is hilarious. Let's check it out.
Don't come here and tell me how to do shit, bruh. That is what you gonna do, come in here and tell me what to do, bruh. I don't like when niggas that, when I know shit and you see me do it, why are you telling me what the fuck to do? You suck, Sonic, so why the fuck you still talking like that? Why are you still talking? I'm always nice to you and you sitting here talking to me like I'm a bum like you. Yo, don't talk. Yo, ban this thing out of my chat because he's gonna get me fight. Cause this... You suck, Sonic, so why the fuck you still talking like that? Why are you still talking? I'm always nice to you and you sitting here talking to me like I'm a bum like you. Yo, don't talk. Yo, ban this thing out of my chat because he's gonna get me fight. Cause this nigga sucks and you in my stream dick ride you every day.
How y'all feeling about that? I wonder how Punk would feel about that. I haven't seen him respond at this point, but I gotta imagine, what do they say? Impersonation is the biggest form of flattery. Is that what they say? Something like that. Either way, I thought it was hilarious, man. Texas Showdown is going on this weekend. We'll try to get you guys the coverage up to date, all that good stuff. How y'all feeling about the Punk Club remix? Let me know. That it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you were feeling. It is Friday. Relax, have a good time, man. We got a lot going on. I'm definitely aiming to post again tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Appreciate the mad love. The month is almost over, and we are almost there to April, which next week is your boy's birthday, man. So maybe we do something special. I don't know. I haven't been live in a long time, but either way, thank you guys for always supporting me, always having my back. I appreciate the love, and as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all, fella. Peace.
Blah blah blah. Subscribe.
OK。Ken. OK。OK。マリザ。リリ。秋。なんだこれ。